Hey y'all, it's Devin here again with Ace Customs. So we survived the hurricane real good. You know, we had a hurricane that just came in. This is day 2 after the hurricane, and while there's a lot of trees down and stuff like that, we all made it real good. There's a little bit of damage to some houses around here. A lot of trees are down, but we survived it really, really well. We had a great July the 4th. Unfortunately, we had a storm right after. That's no fun. But, you know, it is what it is. Nature happens sometimes. Anyways, I wanted to get back started on my customer's work here. And I have this 6-liter LS engine that I'm actually going to be putting together for these people. It's actually a used engine. I pulled it out of a truck, and everything was working fine on it, but they're wanting to put it in a rock crawler. And they wanted to put like a cam in it, put some different gaskets and stuff on it. So, you know, they had me put all that in there while purchasing the engine from me. Now, being that it's going in a rock crawler, when you see this engine, you're going to say, oh my God, Devin, that thing is nasty, it's disgusting, it's greasy. Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's growing on a rock crawler. They're not going to be cleaning it, and they don't care. They just don't want it to leak oil, and they want it to run fine, which is what I'm going to give them. So I just wanted to give you a couple of quick little things here that would kind of maybe help you out a little bit in what to do on yours. I know there's LS big thing right now. Everybody's wanting to put cams in their LS, whether it be 4.8, 5.3, 6.2, 6.0, all that stuff like that. Today, I do not put in any at all cams in people's LS engines unless I can put cam bearings in them. Okay, it's just I've put them in before, and it ended up in disaster where I put them in on used, cam bearings. Now, maybe there's a lot of people out there that they've put theirs on them. But, oh, Devin, mine's been just fine, Yeah, well, that's yours. Maybe that's the luck you've had. But let me tell you something. When you spend $400 or $500 on a cam, you put it in there, and then one of them decides to spin out of the middle because, something was wrong with it, and then your whole cam is destroyed now, you may think a little differently. I do not want to put my customers through that, and I don't want to put myself through that. I don't have to do this again. So I make sure I do it right the first time. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting in, like I said, these cam bearings. And I just wanted to give you a quick couple little tips on it if you're doing it yourself, if you're having it done, so that way you have some information to give to your builder, machine shop, whoever you have doing it. First things first is there's 5, cam bearings. 5 of them right there. And you see, this is what happens to them over time. Now, this one here had about 200, some 1,000 miles on them. And you see how you can see that copper in there, that copper color? Yeah, that's worn pretty good right there. As a matter of fact, the middle one, when I pulled out the old cam, actually came out with the cam. So, definitely needed to be changed. But anyways, so there's 5 of them. There's different types you can get. You go with a brand that you like, or a brand that you look up, do an internet search and see what are the best cams for my particular application. It's different if you're doing an all-out race vehicle to where if you're doing something that's a daily driver or weekend warrior or something like that, obviously. So it is important to note also that these cam bearings are actually numbered. So you have, like I said, there's 5 of them. So you see there's a 1 on that one there. There's a 2 on that one there, and then there's a 3. And then you'll notice, you can't really see the 3 there. There it is. You'll notice it goes back to 2 on the next one, and then 1. And what happens is you got the front of the engine. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So you see, they're all different. So usually when they come in the box, when you buy them, they come the way they go. But you will see numbers on them, and just make sure you put the ones in the right spot if you're doing it yourself. But it is important to do. And then once you do that, you know that you're not going to have any issues. Also, an important thing to do as well is put an oil pump in these things. Guys, geez, oil pumps are not that expensive. You're already there. You have to pull it off. Essentially, well, you do have to pull it off to do the cam bearings. Why not just put one in there? I mean, come on now. Trust me. Well worth it. Well worth it. But I'll be showing you the tool that I use to put this in. You can get this yourself online, you know, at your local, I don't know if you get that at your local auto parts. I got mine secondhand from somebody that was getting out of the business. It's worked great for me. I put in several of them. I can put them in the older Chevrolet engines. I can put them in the LSs. I mean, you know. But like I said, when they come new in the box, this is a box of them right here, you know, they're going to come, you know, just like that. And then they should be numbered, the different ones that go in the middle and stuff like that. Also, can't forget your installation lube or grease, assembly lube, whatever. I don't have a particular brand that I use or don't use. They all seem to work well. I've used tons of them. I've built hundreds of engines. This is the one the customer got, so that's the one I'm going to put in there. It works just as good. Just make sure you don't want it dry when you first start it up. Also, make sure you put it on the actual bearing on the inside too when you go to put it on, because it actually goes on this little puck right here is what puts them in and takes them out, and it just goes on it just like that. And what you can actually do is you can put the lube on this puck, or you can put it on the little bearing right here. That also keeps it from potentially scratching it when you're putting the new one in there. And so make sure you lube that up good, and then you obviously put it on there liberally on the cam, so that you know there's no scarring or problems on the cam. Definitely don't want that when you're putting in your new cam here.